All right, everybody, and welcome to the Swiss Army Nerd podcast. This is the Sports Center, the Cock and Rod Connection. I am your host, John Stickrod, and my co-host,
Stephen Cogram.
Yeah, so we're here. We're back. We got done with all the holiday festivities. We had Christmas and Kwanzaa and Hanukkah and
All of them.
New Year's. I'm sure there's more. But we did them all. It was a good time. We're back. We're excited to be back. We have a lot to talk about. We're winding down, sadly, on the NFL season.
Yep, playoffs.
Yeah, it's playoffs, right? It's over.
Yep.
Weeks. Yeah. Yep. So it's playoffs now officially, which is exciting. I mean, that's why we watch. Also depressing, because that means we're, 5 weeks away from depressing no football.
Yep.
But, we'll enjoy it while it lasts, be depressed for a little bit, then watch the playoffs for the NBA. Kind of lines up pretty good. First things first. Do you have any resolutions? I feel like you don't. Of course, you did Snapchat. I got a resolution.
Yeah, that was just the whole vape thing.
Oh, okay. You gave it up?
Well, just about.
Okay.
I'm on my last run.
I support that resolution.
Yep.
My resolution is to stop you from vaping, so I'm already killing it. That's good. That's awesome. That actually is a good one.
And to be a good dad.
Yes, we didn't get to announce it yet. This is the first time we get to say it. Cockerham has a little Cockerham in the oven.
In the oven? Yeah,
I almost said in the bun. Yeah, that would be weird. So that's congrats, obviously.
Thank you.
We'll have at least we have a permanent future listener.
Yep.
Because he or she won't have a
Chris,
choice.
you better get your game on.
He's already messaged.
Has he?
Oh, there you go.
Wow.
Wow. Chris, start off with that negativity, bro.
I don't think you heard the announcement for Steve yet, though.
I think he was just talking
There's
about
a big delay.
I wonder if the boys are going to put us on the big
on
old
this big screen.
again. All right.
Way to just throw that in there so they do it.
Well, I hope they do it. I'm begging you to do it. All right, so we'll jump into NBA, then we'll do NFL. NFL is going to be juicy.
Yep.
All right, NBA. We'll start with the best news ever. LBJ finally anointed himself king. He is GOAT. I wanted to hear. I pretty much know what you're going to say, but do you think it's fair for him to look at what he did against the Warriors, the 73-9, the greatest winning team of all time? Down 3-1, came back and won that series. Do you think that helps him as much as he thinks?
We've everyone's going to do this debate for years to come.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to say anything about it just because you don't know what Jordan could have done in his prime if there was a team like Golden State back in his prime. What LeBron did and Cleveland did was amazing. It was great. It wasn't great because I wasn't rooting for him. But I'm not taking away anything that they did. What they did was a huge feat, and no one saw it coming.
So no one's ever done it.
No, but you can't. I'm over this whole comparing Jordan versus LeBron because it's different eras. You play the game differently. It's not comparable anymore. Can't there be co-goats?
I was just about to say, 2 GOATs. That's fine with me. It's not like football where there is one GOAT in Brady. You can't argue that because he's so far ahead of it. In golf, you can argue GOAT because, certain ones have a lot of championships at different times. But basketball, especially because it's such a team-based sport and it is so opportunistic, how you win and when you win.
Yeah.
I do think that if you watch him saying it, he doesn't come out and say, yeah, I'm better than MJ. He's just I felt like I was the GOAT when I did that. I think it's cool. I mean, he's coming. He's probably got 5 more years left in the league. He's allowed to kind of sit back and look at his accomplishments. I don't think he did it in any bad way. He didn't really catch a lot of flack for it. I was just surprised that he said that because he knows that MJ is going to catch wind. And he said...
That's why he's doing it. Social media today. Are you kidding me?
That's true.
That's all it was.
I am very interested. Did you see MJ's coming out with a 10-part ESPN 30? It's 30 for 30.
Yep.
On the 96 Bulls, which I think is going to be really cool. But I do think it's interesting that LBJ came out and said that. It surprised me, just because he's usually so humble. But speaking of LBJ, he's hurt.
Yep.
Right now, he pulled his groin.
Going to be out a couple weeks.
Yep. I think it's a good thing. The Lakers need to kind of survive without dad. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Like, I think a lot of the players in LA think, all right, as long as number 23 is on the court, all we got to do is give him the ball. They got to grow up and they got to realize that he is aging. He's not going to be able to play.
He's 33?
Yeah,
34?
like, and
32. I don't know how old
he's old. But the Lakers, they have a lot of young talent on that team and have great potential. With LeBron being there, he can mentor them and all that stuff. But they also got to stand on their own 2 feet.
Yeah.
They also got to go out and play. Don't just think, oh, well, LeBron's out, so I guess we're just going to lose until he comes back.
Yeah. I thought it was interesting because LeBron's out healing. Did you see he showed up with wine?
Yeah.
Wine. I was having a conversation with someone. I think it's so funny. If you replace that wine with any other alcohol in the world, it would be Oliver SportsCenter that LeBron's not taking this season seriously because he's drinking.
Yeah.
But because it's wine, it's like, oh,
it's classy.
Yeah, he's classy. I'm like, this is bullshit. If he was drinking Jameson or something, they'd be like, this guy's off.
You walk in with a beer, he's gonna it's gonna be all over the place. LeBron's a drunk, doesn't care about the Lakers, doesn't care about another title. He went to LA for the money.
It's so amazing to me that if you switch the alcohol from Budweiser
to anything,
to wine, wine's okay. I'm sitting there, I'm like, all right, so. To me, I was kind of like, huh, that's interesting.
So does that mean we can walk into our jobs just walking with a glass of wine and not get in trouble?
LeBron did it, and nobody cared. Everyone was like, it's so good to see him so relaxed. I'm like, he obviously doesn't care. Like, he's recovering.
Get some shirts made for us. It says LeBron did it, and we'll walk in with wine to work. Back.
What would LeBron do? Drink wine. I just thought it was an interesting observation.
Jeremiah says hi, and Chris says Ty's putting it on right now.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Hi, Jeremiah. We'll talk about Aquaman later. He saw Aquaman too.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I'm sorry. Anyway,
shut up.
Keep going.
Last thing on LeBron. Well, not the last thing, but the main thing about LeBron. He wants to finish his career playing with his son. We've talked about that before.
Yep, they brought that up not too long ago.
No, I mean, here's what's crazy is it's only 6 years away.
It's very plausible that can happen. I mean, LeBron, he came out and said if he is garbage, his son comes into the draft, if he's complete garbage and can't play, he will retire.
Yeah.
He said he's not going to be that guy that's holding on to something that's not there anymore.
Kobe.
But he said if he still feels like he can do it, that's his goal, is to play one season with his son.
I think that is so cool. I think it'll happen too.
LeVar, watch how quick the Lakers actually go after LeBron's son.
Yes. That dude, Lil Bronny's going to be sick. I mean, I think that's just cool. Even if I wasn't a huge LeBron fan, the idea of a father and son playing any sport together is so
really
cool. That's so cool. I do wonder, like, if is LeBron's kid going to be good enough, though? Like, God, because MJ's kids, we've talked about this before, they weren't that good. So they never made it to the NBA. LeBron's kids, they're like, LeBron's already saying, like, he's going to make it. Like, wow, that's a lot of pressure.
Yep.
Like, fuck that.
You better be good, little boy.
Yeah, you have to be excellent.
Could you imagine the pressure coming on his son coming into the NBA because of who his father was?
I mean, there's no way he's going to be better than LBJ. Like,
no.
I can't even imagine that. LeBron's got, like, perfect genetics mixed with perfect intelligence. He's just, like, not supposed to happen. He's like a glitch. But
Granger is watching. He says,
hey,
hi, Uncle John.
What up?
That's awesome.
My nephew is awesome.
Yeah, I'm aware of that.
Okay, just making sure.
Based on the comment, I'm pretty sure.
Real quick, I got to talk about this. It doesn't really have anything to do with sports, but I know you're gonna tune in on this.
Okay.
Did you see what the Greek Freak did?
Oh, he called out The Rock.
And The Rock responded.
He did. I love how The Rock responded. Like, obviously, The Rock can lift more than... Even though Giannis is huge and a beast.
Have you seen The Rock?
The Rock is huger. But The Rock even came out and was like, yeah, I bet he could beat me. Like, I love how humble that man is. I mean, I'm sure being the most international...
Electrifying entertainment
in the world helps be humble, but... I saw that. I thought of you. I was like, that's really cool. I'm sure they'll do like a thing together. I'm sure.
It would be cool.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Sorry, I just thought that I had to bring it
Jeremiah
up.
Jeremiah says Griffey's can do it in baseball. Did it in baseball.
Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. I didn't know that. Baseball, I feel like, would be a little bit easier because you have to be skilled but not athletic. Like in NBA, you have to be athletic in order to succeed. In MLB, like, you can be a great pitcher and be incredibly overweight. You can still play in MLB. So.
I've seen it.
Yeah, who was it? Sabathia.
Yeah.
He looked like the Michelin Man.
Babe Ruth.
Babe Ruth, yeah, with those chicken legs. James Harden, the player I hate the most in the league.
Yep.
He says he absolutely needs the MVP in order to solidify himself as one of the greatest to ever do it.
But he's not going to be the greatest to ever do it, even if he gets MVP.
Everyone is so quiet, like all the players, about how many fouls he gets, and I think it's so funny because I know all of those players are like, this guy just fouls himself to the line. All of those, he gets 34 points a game, 20
of them are at the foul line.
It's horrible. He's like, oh, stop fouling me. It's like, dude, you literally force yourself into a foul. Like, he's going to cause the rules to change, which I'm fine with. I wish they Jordan rules Harden. That'd be amazing.
That'd be amazing.
It would be.
And Fred says, thanks for the invite to the podcast.
You're invited, Freddie.
Sorry.
He lives in the cupboard on his stairs.
Yeah, Freddie just lives in our cupboard.
Lives in the murder basement.
I thought you'd want to talk about this. What do you think Anthony Davis to the Lakers?
Okay, you just bet.
AD to the Lakers, I would take it because I honestly, like, I would love to see a KD, but I don't know with the amount of drama he's starting right now. But Anthony Davis alone is a game changer. Like,
he's the closest thing to LeBron.
Yeah, if like LeBron wasn't on the Lakers and AD went there, their chances of winning a title are just as high.
Yeah.
So if you get AD and LeBron on the same team,
I want it.
There's no way they don't get to the Western Conference Finals at least.
Imagine how dominant they would be in the post. Like, that's what I fantasize about, is them literally, all you have to do is throw the ball low, and then one of them's going to scoop it up, and it's immediately 2 points. It's just like when Kobe had Shaq. It's going to be absolutely amazing. I like your glasses, Freddie.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good.
Thanks for letting me know we were doing podcasts tonight.
Well, it's, every Thursday, but anyway.
Let's talk about every Thursday.
But it's not during Christmas week.
Let's save this for after the podcast.
It's Christmas week. I'm justified to my viewers. I'm taking Christmas off. I don't care.
Listen, being stars, you need a vacation.
No
I'm
hard.
pretty sure First Take takes
They
like
did.
a month and a half
First Take
off.
took vacation. It's,
Yeah,
they both weren't there the last 2 days.
We're
Saturday
second
First
take,
Take?
so
We're
we get
not
vacation.
quite as good as first. We're second take.
We're 1.5 takes. But either way, I want to see Anthony Davis to the Lakers,
Yes.
especially because he's on the Pelicans and they. Just,
He's leaving the Pelicans.
He
It's just a
has
matter
to.
of where is he going. Could you imagine if somehow Golden State signed him?
Oh my god! The fact that Golden State, I think Boogie's gonna stay.
Well, yeah, I saw something too. There's a chance Boogie could stay.
A healthy DeMarcus Cousins staying with that team. They're gonna need him because I think the reason they're saying he can stay now is because they know KD's leaving. So
Yeah.
all of KD's money can go to
Boogie,
But
unless they go after KD.
or AD.
Or,
I mean,
yeah,
Anthony-
AD.
Oh my
Unless they go
god!
after AD. Say
don't-
bye to Marcus Cousins. Hello, AD.
You could get rid of probably Clay, Durant, and DeMarcus, and Anthony and Curry, and no, you'd have to probably get rid of Draymond if AD was coming. Either way, I would love to see it. I just want him to lead the Pelicans. I hate seeing the whole loyalty thing. I hate it. I want to see guys play and win. I don't care about the Pelicans. I want to see him go to
Yeah.
The other rumor is the Celtics, which is disgusting to think
I don't
about.
see that.
Uh,
Can't see that.
Kyrie, AD, and Gordon Hayward, and then they're gonna have to get rid of either Rozier or one of the other ones. Either way, they'd be nasty too. Devastating news in the NBA community. Kobe is having another girl. He can't have boys. We're never gonna get a little Mamba. It's depressing.
That's okay.
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not.
No, because if he ever had a little Mamba, he'd show up and show the LBJ family what it's like to be a real basketball
You know how
player.
awesome that would have been? Little LBJ.
Little LBJ versus little Mamba?
I would
Wow.
watch that. Like, if they play JV, I pay to watch that. Oh, God. And Kobe's kids would probably be such badasses. Like,
That'd be really cool to watch.
yeah. They'd be little Kobe's. They would, with that Mamba mentality. But yeah, congrats to him, but at the same time, you gotta fix your sperm, bro.
Gotta fix your sperm.
Big question that's going around and I'm curious about. Right now, we're kind of in the midst of the Lakers building themselves up and the Celtics building themselves up. Everyone knows the great rivalry they had in the 80s and, 70s to 80s. Do you think we ever see that in the next 5-6 years? Kyrie versus LeBron? I mean, I want to see it, but I don't know. It depends. If AD goes to the Celtics, That's
It all depends. I could see it possibly, but I don't know if I'll see it in time before LeBron retires. I still think unless they get like an AD, Lakers do, and like maybe the Celtics get like KD,
Oh my
then
God.
yeah, you could see a rivalry there.
So it'd be that's some Star Wars shit right there. Having LeBron go against Kyrie, like LeBron's Darth Vader, Kyrie's Luke. I'm all in for it, man. I think that's cool. Those are two of my favorite franchises to watch, and I love how Kyrie kind of hates LeBron.
Kinda?
Well, hates.
Kyrie hates LeBron. There's no kinda.
I love that. I love when people hate each other, and like Russell Westbrook when he plays KD. It's awesome because they hate each other. I love it. Hatred makes the game better, in my opinion.
Hashtag hate.
Hate's a good thing in the NBA. We talked about Kawhi's killing it, of course.
And he goes back to San Antonio tonight? Or is that tomorrow?
Yeah, I think it's tonight.
That's going to be awkward.
I love it. I wonder if Popovich is on the verge of just hanging
I don't
out.
think... Oh, wow.
Only because he screwed himself. He traded DeMar for Kawhi straight
Yeah,
up.
but the one thing about Pop, he doesn't care. Pop is like the Bill Belichick of basketball. Like,
It's true.
how often did you see like a star-studded player go to the Patriots, didn't work out, so see ya.
That's true.
He doesn't. I don't think he honestly gives two rats ass about what he did with Kawhi.
I don't think Belichick's probably the most savage coach to ever exist. Like, remember Chandler Jones or whatever had the best, he had like 15 sacks one season and he traded him next to Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah.
He's savage.
Belichick don't care. Belichick's just how to get rings.
Yeah, it's true.
Belichick is the I can't, I'm drawing a blank on his name. Phil Jackson of football.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, yeah. All right, so we'll move on to NFL, which is always exciting.
Ugh, hold on to your seats, boys.
Yes.
This is going to be good.
Yes, it is NFL time, and I'm upset.
Are we just going to start out on this one
No,
right now?
no,
Or are we
no.
going to save that?
We'll save it.
Alright.
First things first, OBJ might be traded. Giants shot it down.
I don't believe it because he was so-called going to be traded last year, and there's no way.
He's the most tradable.
He
would
is,
think.
but
But if you
who do the Giants have?
Barkley and
The Giants are one quarterback away from being the Buffalo Bills.
Yikes.
it's true.
Like, there's no way they get rid of OBJ.
Statistically, the Giants are worse than the Buffalo Bills.
Yes.
And Buffalo Bills actually have a QB that seems like he's worth his
He's
salt.
up and coming. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. But I don't think they trade him. I think they'd be really dumb to trade him. I mean, in fairness, they don't have people.
Unless a team comes up and says, we'll give you our first-round picks for the next 4 drafts, he doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah, I think that's an impossible one. But the Niners were looking into it, but I don't see it happening.
The Niners we're also looking into, but we're going
Yes.
to get to that.
Yes, we are. I was reading a cool article. I never thought about this. I usually don't pay attention to this. But this rookie class has to be one of the best ever.
It's
With how good Barkley was, with how good, all the wide receivers seem to just be.
Well, look at the rookie quarterbacks alone. At least half of them are doing really well. I mean,
Mahomes.
Allen's doing great. Mahomes is nasty.
He shattered every record. I mean, Mahomes is disgusting.
Baker Mayfield. They're all doing really well.
I'm all in on Baker. I love Baker. I think
As long as
he's
he can
great.
keep his head out of his ass, he'll be fine.
Yeah.
The reason he got in trouble in college is because he kept doing really dumb things.
Yeah, hopefully he doesn't do that. But I love this rookie class is exciting. We're only gonna see where it goes. I mean, their first years they're all doing fantastic.
Yep.
I was thinking defensive player of the year. I was trying to pick between Aaron Donald, not Kawhi,
Kawhi Leonard.
Khalil Mack, and JJ. Their numbers are absolutely ridiculous.
Aaron Donald got it, right?
Aaron Donald, I think, they haven't announced it yet, but he's first in every single statistic. But JJ did some nasty things. He's going to get comeback player, I think. JJ, he has
My
to.
pick has to be Khalil. He took a team that you wouldn't expect and just turned that team around.
Possibly to the Super Bowl.
That was my sleeper pick.
Like, they're there. Like, they're there. They're that.
That defense can get them to the Super Bowl, and that offense can hold to at least have a shot at winning it.
I think, I wish they would pick defensive players as MVPs. because if that was the case, then I would put like Khalil Mack, because that team was worthless until Mack showed up. And then Mack showed up, it was like...
Mack showed up, and no quarterback can hold the ball longer than 2 seconds, so they gotta just lob it, and it's just making it easy for that secondary.
Just steamrolled everyone.
I'm not gonna sit there and say that secondary is not good, but that secondary is not near as good as it looks.
Mm-hmm.
Mack is making everyone look good on that team.
Absolutely. But it's interesting. Aaron Donald's sick, but he's also on a pretty stacked team.
Yeah.
Let's
say yeah.
It's interesting to see how it's falling out. The MVP has me curious. I mean, Mahomes has to be in it. Drew Brees.
It's Drew Brees. I think it's honestly between Drew Brees and Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, I think it's gonna go to Drew just because I don't think he's had one yet. Has he?
I think he got one the year they went to the Super Bowl in 2009.
Okay, so he's had one, but it's been a while.
It's been a while.
Yeah, 9 years. Yeah, more than that.
2009 was when they went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, so yeah.
You know what's funny? I was looking at something. See if I can actually find it. You keep talking. If I can't find it, I'll bring it up.
I think it's going to go to Breeze just because voters kind of love that he's like, he's older. He's so humble. He's such a good representative of the sport. Mahomes is great, but he has so much time to get another MVP. So it could go either way. I think that it's going to go to Breeze. I mean, Breeze has less interceptions, but Mahomes has more touchdowns by like 10. Like it's insane. Mahomes is disgusting. I keep waiting for him to plateau. Like I said, halfway through this season, I was like,
no, he's a beast.
Yeah, no, I'm all in on it. He's disgusting. I would take him in a heartbeat. Talk about the Lions being a complete mess. They're horrible. Patricia's not the answer. Shocker. Stafford's on the trading block, and we might be.
Anywhere. You honestly think you guys are going to trade Stafford?
I don't know. Our GM is from the Patriots, so I don't know. If he's got that savagery from Belichick, maybe he does. I don't know. I haven't looked at the rookie class for next year. I don't know if there's any QBs that are worth a damn.
Yeah.
I never know. I'm horrible. I don't watch college ball, so I'm never good at picking out like future QBs. I thought Johnny Football was going to change the world, and he didn't. So he just changed his arrest record.
He just changed how people look at him.
So as a Lions fan, I've completely given up hope. They just need to combine with the Buffalo Bills and
welcome to my world, buddy.
Do something. It's horrible. We got the 8th pick though. That's exciting.
We got the 5th.
Nice. I was pissed. If we wouldn't have beat the Packers, we would have been like 4th or 5th or something like that. But no, of course we have to win the games we don't want to win.
Okay, I can't find this, but I'll tell you what it was. So they showed stats of Drew Brees from the year they went to the Super Bowl and won it to now. 13-3. That's what they are now.
Mm.
They lost to the Bucks. Who did they lose
Cowboys.
to? Cowboys. They lost to 3 teams. Same 3 teams they lost to in 2009.
That's serendipitous.
Right? And they got like whatever they are in the playoffs. Like they showed the stats. It's exactly the same as the same year they went to the Super Bowl.
They must be sitting there going, "This is it. These are all good things." My prediction is Kansas City gets bounced in the first, because that's what they do. And
I don't know,
Patrick's great, dude, but they lost that one game that was completely winnable. Who did they play? Was it Dallas? Yeah, I think it was. Either way, they lost the game, and I was watching, and I'm like, you guys shouldn't be losing this. Like, you guys should be smoking these guys. Why are you giving them a chance? That worries me. Like, they're so good that they might be like, we've got this. And that's why they lose. That's what happens. But we'll see. I'm excited. The playoffs are the most exciting it's been in years.
Yes.
Patriots are not a lock at all.
Not at all. Like,
not at all.
I've changed my Super Bowl pick.
Well, I picked originally Green Bay and the Steelers, and they're both out.
I picked the Patriots and the Rams. I still change mine.
The Rams could still, obviously. Mine. The Patriots do worry me.
Exactly what's going to happen.
What?
You want to know exactly what the Super Bowl is going to be?
Here it is.
Old versus young. Breeze versus Mahomes. And it's going to be a shootout.
I'm okay with a shootout.
Patrick Mahomes and versus Drew Brees?
Yeah.
It's going to be a shootout.
The promos are going to be sick.
And yes, they can play together. The Kansas City or AFC.
Yeah.
Saints or NFC.
It's confusing, right? Alright. So we'll get into it.
Oh, boy.
This is the most frustrating, probably since
Just stop.
Gruden.
Right there.
Gruden existing.
Wow. Like the second greatest coach of all time.
No, he's not. All right, AB, Antonio Brown, one of the best to ever lace it up. He's a receiver. If you
Widely
don't know
the
this.
best receiver in the league today.
Yes. He is the most prima donna little bitch that's ever walked the field since Terrell Owens.
Preach.
He's worse than Owens, in my opinion, because
Preach.
Owens got worse towards the end of his career. Antonio's just hitting his stride, literally and figuratively. He's going on there. Okay, he didn't play week 17, which,
No, he played till halftime.
and then he went and
didn't
sat
come
on the bench.
back. Yeah.
But yeah, he ended up leaving the stadium.
Yes.
So it doesn't matter. They won that game, and then the Browns lost it. So they were out of the playoffs regardless. But the point is, he got in an argument with his coach and his quarterback.
Yep.
So bad that he had to cry like a little girl and sit himself the second half. And then he pulls all of his tweets, unfollows all the Steelers people. He does everything a petty 8-year-old would do. And then pretty much says, trade me. I want to be traded. All because he got in an argument with Tomlin because Tomlin wanted to utilize some of the other players more than him.
Juju, basically.
Yeah, basically Juju. He didn't like it. So now he's going around advertising, posting all these pictures of him with the Niners and him with the Giants and him with the Dallas, like all these other teams. Well, he's still signed to a contract, a huge contract with the Steelers. It's so disrespectful. Like, I understand it's a business, but AB is such... I have no respect for him. You signed a contract. I don't get... Your job is to go out there and be the receiver. Tomlin's job is to coach, and Roethlisberger is the voice of that coach on the field. It's a simple lineup. Just listen to your guy. He couldn't get it done. He's in my opinion, he caused all of this with the Le'Veon thing. Because when Le'Veon said he wanted money, AB came out publicly and said he should do whatever he has to do to get that money. So Antonio Brown, the second best player on the team at the time, puts all of his chips in the Le'Veon basket, and then Le'Veon doesn't play that year. And then it just so happens that AB has a temper tantrum at the end of this. You know he just wants to be traded because he knows the shot at the Super Bowl is going away. So why do you think he picked the Niners? The Niners are they had a bad season, but if Garoppolo comes back or whatever, they're coming up. He has a better shot at getting a Super Bowl ring. He's just trying to bail on the ship. He's a cancer to the locker room, in my opinion. That's what I hate the guy. I love him as a player, but I've lost all respect for him. It's a team game, dude. Like, go out there and do your job. Like, I don't care how good you are with the ball. You don't deserve it every time. And it's dumb, too. It's just dumb strategically. Let's just keep throwing the ball to AB because he wants it. That's what Owens did.
Jeremiah says crybaby.
Yeah, he is.
My turn?
Yes.
Okay. Before I start mine, I'm going to say it right now. You heard it first. You just heard that tangent, America. You heard it.
America.
So when he suits up for the Lions next year and you hear
Excuse
him...
me, we're global. We're not American.
Sorry. And you hear him bragging,
I don't want him.
I want everyone to tune in and just rip him
I'm
apart.
saying it right now. I don't want AB.
Anyways, yeah.
Don't come to my team.
Yeah.
Take your talents to South Beach.
Yeah, and I don't want $1 million. So, I love it.
Why?
I love it.
How do you love this?
I love it. The guy is the best receiver in the league. To
Arguably.
find one person
OBJ.
that says he's not the best receiver in the league.
OBJ.
OBJ is 3
And
in my opinion.
actually, he's not the best receiver.
No,
in the league.
you had your opportunity.
Hopkins
you,
is the best receiver
hey,
in the
Skip.
league. Hopkins.
Shh, Skip.
Hopkins
Skip.
all day.
Come
By
on
the
down.
way, your mom says hi now.
Hi, Mom.
Anyways,
Hopkins, best receiver in the league.
so well, since my co-host over here, we're gonna go down this list real quick. It's AB, Julio, OBJ.
What did Julio do this year? Julio was
Led
trash.
the league in receiving yards.
DeAndre Hopkins,
No.
AB,
No.
OBJ,
No.
Mike Evans.
I'm really impressed you put him in there.
Mike Evans is legit. I saw his numbers.
but
They were really good.
Anyways, I love it. Who cares? Like, he knows he's all they have. Why not go out there and prove a point? Like,
What point is he proving?
but you also got to understand, like, you're trying to get into the playoffs. He knows you're trying to get into the playoffs. You're the best option for that team, and you're not getting the ball. I get the whole crybaby thing, the whole media thing, and delete. I get that. That's annoying. But I understand where he's coming from, the frustrations. He wants to get to the playoffs. He understands. He's looking at his team like, yeah, they're a decent team, but you know what? Your best chance for a win to get a better chance of getting in the playoffs and not relying on another team to win, give him the ball. Are you
Okay.
telling me as a quarterback, you have Antonio Brown on your team and your coach is telling you, well, we're going to do it this way, you're not going to want to throw the ball?
I agree. Listen, I'm not going to disagree that they shouldn't throw the ball to AB. That's not my problem with AB. Obviously, if you were the number one receiver in that league, or in the league, you can argue that. I put DeAndre, but still, let's even top 2, he deserves the ball when he wants it. The problem I have is how he handled it. Let's say they lose that game, right? The one that he left at halftime or whatever. That is you've just abandoned your entire team, 52 other people on that roster, plus your coaches and assistants. You just said, screw you guys, I'm going home. That's the part that bugs me because I've never been that kind of a teammate. Like, especially in football. Like, you're out there risking your life, playing this game, trying to get your money, trying to get to the playoffs, trying to do all these things. And AB just wants the ball, so he leaves. He literally takes his ball and goes home.
So what happens when you pay players this much money?
That's the problem.
I get it.
The Steelers
I
did
get
it
that
to
part.
themselves. The
I
Steelers
get
should
that
not
part.
have paid him what they paid him.
I understand the aspect of where Antonio Brown's coming from. He wants to make it to the playoffs. He wants to be there. And in his mind, for how many years, AB was the go-to.
Yeah.
That was him. And now all of a sudden, I get it. They got other talent. They didn't have Le'Veon, but their running back was all right.
Connor, yeah.
Juju's really good. He's a great number 2. He could be a number 1. But he's been in the league for what, 7 years?
Who? Antonio?
Yeah.
I think longer than that.
Has it been
I think
longer
he
than
came in at 22, 8 years.
But he's been that number 1 option for Pittsburgh
He
his
still is.
entire career. So I get where he's coming from being frustrated, but I also get where you're coming from. You don't need any of that baby bullshit where you
No.
go online and delete everyone on Twitter and talk to them. That's stupid. Once again, if he was a free agent next year, then I get that. But you've signed a huge contract, 2 years ago?
Yeah, I mean, he still has 2 years left. They're not going to trade him. So all you did was blow up your locker room. Next year is a wash. And you either deal with a blown up locker room that you caused, or you get traded and the franchise suffers, which means all of your other teammates / friends suffer. I feel bad. Like, obviously, Roethlisberger's a horrible person, but as a player, I feel bad for him because he wanted that next ring. He wanted that third one. And he was so close, and then Le'Veon's ego and then Antonio Brown's ego blew it up. If anyone deserves an ego, it's the QB. I get it, talent-wise, he deserves the ball. But that's not how the world works. Like, in a perfect world, Gronk would get the ball every time because he would do amazing things with it. But it doesn't work that way. Like, if you're the number 1 guy, it doesn't mean you always get the ball. That's just football. It's just like in any sport. In hockey, if you have a great player, you don't constantly give him the puck because he's going to get destroyed. That's how it works in a team game. It's just how it goes.
No, nobody hits stars in hockey. That's how you start fights. But anyway.
He's got some.
Yeah. So what about the Bills player that quit halfway through the game?
He's Vontae Davis.
Yeah, that was...
So, I remember us all talking about it. We all thought...
But he wasn't like a number 1
But at
player.
the
He
same
was a
time,
nobody.
You signed a contract.
He's a horrible
You're devoted
person.
to that team. You don't quit halfway through.
No.
Especially halfway through a game.
What he did was way worse because we gave him crap and we laughed about it. But there's a commercial out there and you can see it, and some people have seen it, where it's Vontae Davis and he goes and he has this whole speech about how you don't give up on your team and how sometimes you know when you're beat and da-da-da-da. And it's like, but not me. And it's like a sports betting website. So he took what he did to the Bills, which was a shitty thing to do irregardless, and then made it into like a financial gain.
Of course he did.
Like, dude, you're a piece of trash. Like, people who do that to your teammates, that's what bothers me. But AB thing pisses me off, but this is a cool idea. This is the only cool thing that comes from it. Both Le'Veon, Jarvis Landry, and AB all work out together.
On the Browns, is that what you're thinking?
There's a possibility that they create the new Holy Trinity on the Browns. Baker in the backfield, plus AB, plus Jarvis Landry, plus Le'Veon.
I want Le'Veon. There's been rumors. We've already had conversations.
Le'Veon's
with
going to
Le'Veon.
the Jets. He's going to the Jets. Because the Jets already offered him an unbelievable contract.
Red Bull.
Deal. But I have an issue with AB. I'm not a Steelers fan. I am invested in the Steelers. My brother's a huge Steelers fan. I loved watching them play. That's why I'm pissed. Because AB is so talented. And now it's just next year's going to suck because they're not going to trade him. It's going to be another year where he sits like Le'Veon or who knows. It just bugs me. The whole situation bugs me that he did that. But the Steelers are falling apart. So unfortunately, what was it? The quest for 7? They wanted 7 or 6. I don't know how many rings they got, but they wanted another one.
They have 6 now.
Yeah, it's not happening. The steps to 7 is not happening.
They have the most Super Bowl titles in NFL.
Yeah,
They have
it's
6, and the Patriots have 5.
Yeah, they're not getting 7. I'm sorry. I hate to tell you that, but
Where's
blame,
Josh when we're talking about this one?
Right. Blame AB and blame Le'Veon because they ruined that team. I also think Tomlin should have. If someone's got a huge ego like that, you've got to handle it. Tomlin obviously has a huge ego. You can't push your players that way. You know what I mean? Unless you're Belichick. Belichick doesn't give a shit.
Nope, Belichick's going to do what he wants.
But Belichick's franchise is exactly why he runs it the way he does. You wouldn't. All this happening with AB and Le'Veon and Roethlisberger
Would not happen in New England.
Never. They would have cut Le'Veon.
I was going to
2
say,
years ago.
Belichick would have cut all 3 of them.
And that's why the Patriots have 5 rings in like 10 years. That's why.
Belichick doesn't care what your last name is.
No, he doesn't care. He doesn't care if you have your best season or your worst. If he can use you, he's going to use you. If he can't, bye. I'm just saying, as much as people hate the Patriots, every single franchise should look at Robert Kraft and go, follow his formula.
As crazy as it sounds, and I know there's probably going to be a bunch of people that are going to disagree. I mean, they're going to agree with what we just said, but I bet you they disagree with this. There's a few, I guarantee it. Do you think, seriously asking your opinion, if 6 years ago or whatever, Tom Brady was just a mess on like outside of the game, just doing this crap that AB's doing, do you think Belichick and Kraft would cut Brady?
For sure. Without even a question.
I agree 100% as well.
It's not even a question. It'd be one of those things where it would be, sorry, we can't utilize you. Bye.
Yeah.
That's it. That's how
Belichick They don't
works.
play this game. The Kraft and Belichick's, their mentality is next man up.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
And that's how it should be. It bothers me that the Steelers didn't do that because they drafted excellent draft picks. They got Le'Veon, they got AB, they got Juju, they got unbelievable. Honestly, they got some great defensive pieces, but yet Tomlin's just letting it all fall apart. And I get they want to keep Tomlin as a coach, but at a certain point, you have to question him.
I was going to say, you got to question his coaching.
Like, dude, are you friends with these guys or are you a coach? What are you? Because coaches want to take this crap. And he had a press conference and he went up there and he was like, oh, it's all good. It was just miscommunication. I'm like, dude, it's not all good. This guy's unfollowing everyone on social media. He's posting pictures of him in other uniforms. That's an issue. I just wish someone would go out there. Like, if Tomlin walked out there and said, yeah, he's kind of a piece of shit for that. Clap for that. Because honesty. Like, if it was Belichick, he'd be like, yeah, I probably shouldn't have done that. He's probably going to get cut for that. Like, he literally said live on TV once that Gronk was cuttable. Gronk, this was in his prime. Yeah. Belichick said that. But that's just how he works. And guess what? Gronk never, he played by the rules when he was on the clock for Belichick. But we'll move on a little bit. Swift thing, MMA, real quick.
Yeah.
Bones is the king again. He's back. Didn't get popped for anything so far. But he's back. Beat the hell out of Gustafsson in 3 rounds, I think.
Yeah, it was 3.
Which it took 5 rounds in a decision last time, so he's better than ever. Nunes is queen.
Ooh, who called it? Who called it?
You called it. 51 seconds.
Yeah, it was quick. Like, Cyborg didn't know what to do.
Dude,
like,
Cyborg took those hits, though. Like,
she
bravo
did.
to her.
She did, but, like...
Any other man would have been down.
Yeah,
those were
talking about
dude,
this.
they were the cleanest hits ever.
Like, this reminded me of Rousey in her prime, before she got her brain shook and she couldn't figure out how to fight anymore. But, like, she came in swinging and no one saw... Like, Cyborg didn't even know what to do. She just backpedaled and played defense until it was just... Nope.
Nunes was on such a different level. It made Cyborg look like she's never boxed a day in her life. Yeah, Nunes, good for her. I was very happy. It was a great card, exciting. The line that I wrote was John is the king, Nunes is the queen, but Conor is still in the control of the game because 15 times they talked about Conor, even though he's pretty much retired. It's just mind-blowing how much the UFC relies on that man.
I think perfect thing for Conor, Go to the WWE. Don't be a wrestler.
Oh, he'll be at
Be-
WrestleMania.
No, I feel like, yeah, that's fine. Don't be a wrestler. Be either commentary or be like the next Paul Heyman.
Manager, man.
The man would be great on the mic.
He's too small to be an actual wrestler.
Yeah,
Like,
he'd be stuck on 205. And
Yeah.
who does that? There's only one person I know that escaped
But
205,
you
and I
don't-
think they're overutilizing him, but we'll get into that later.
It's true. You don't have to use Connor is destined. He's gonna be at Mania. He's gonna walk out Becky Lynch.
Do you
Becky-
think they'll tell all the security guards this time?
I think it's gonna be he walks out. You know, his
Oh,
Vince
his
walk?
swag?
He's gonna do that with Becky Lynch because they're already training. Becky Lynch is training with Connor.
Connor?
Right? Like
That'd be
on her
great.
days off, she's with Connor.
That'd
So
be pretty cool.
it's happening. But
That'd be a cute baby.
I definitely the reason I brought up Connor is my god.
Did it just click?
That would be a last kicker right there. But Connor might be fighting Khabib in 2019. We'll
Yeah,
see.
saw that.
I
That's what
personally
Dana
don't-
wants.
I don't want it. I'm all for Connor retiring, man. You've got a whiskey company. You're gonna make a ton of money off that. Retire and go into the sunset. He changed the game. Came in, got his money, bounced, dude. Genius, in my opinion. You don't want to stick around like BJ like that. You don't want that. So we're going to WWE. We're in the midst of
This is the best
Change.
time of the year for wrestling. The
Yes.
Rumble and Mania.
The
This is
road to
my
Mania.
favorite time of year for wrestling.
Yep, it's exciting. The Rumble is in 20 days or something.
26?
Yeah, it's coming up, which is our favorite.
Rumble's good.
Super exciting. A lot of things in the change. The numbers have been so bad for WWE that they're doing some massive change. We don't know what. I'm sure a lot of call ups and stuff, but where it's exciting for us because who knows? Maybe they're gonna go back to Attitude. Like, who knows? We don't know what's coming. I have good feeling about it. I'm excited personally. We forgot that Gina Okerlund passed
Oh, yeah, that's right.
away.
Yep, we
He's
got that.
76 though. That's a wicked life.
He had a
That's
great
pretty good.
life.
Yeah. So RIP to him. Owens and Zayn are coming back. That's exciting.
I'm excited for Owens.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I love Sami Zayn when he first came out, but I don't know how I feel about him anymore. He can't play the heel. He's not a good heel. You look at him when he's trying to be a heel and you laugh.
Yeah. I don't know what they're gonna do with Zayn, but yeah, Owens, I can't wait.
I'm excited for Owens.
He looks like he's in great shape. He's lost weight. He's got new ink. He's covered in tattoos now.
That's awesome.
Also, speaking of covered in tattoos,
Bray
is coming
Wyatt.
back.
I knew you were
Yeah.
going there.
He's coming back. I don't know if he's getting a new thing. I imagine
Shtick.
I think they're gonna bring the Wyatts back.
I think they're bringing the Wyatt family back.
You know what I
Wyatt versus
Sanity.
Wyatt versus Undisputed.
That would be good.
Oh.
Undisputed has to be coming up soon.
I
which
think
can't
I think
wait
they're
for.
gonna. I think you're gonna see Undisputed lose their title at whatever NXT Takeover the night
Phoenix?
before WrestleMania,
Mm.
and I bet you Monday or Tuesday, depending on where the Wyatt family reappear, you're gonna see Undisputed show up.
Yeah, Undisputed deserves to come up. I'm excited for it. Who knows? Maybe we see him come up next Monday. We really don't
That would be
know.
amazing.
We really with how bad the ratings have
They
been.
bring Undisputed and Alistair and all them
Oof.
back.
I mean, it could do it. I mean, it'd be exciting. So yeah, I wanted to bring up. I'm super excited for Owens. It looks like Finn Balor is going to gear up to his heel turn, which is exciting, because that means he'll be more demon, more often. Maybe they're going to do a Bullet Club thing. I don't know. I don't know what's coming, and that's why I was going to throw some stuff off. Yeah, I really don't know.
Throw it off, bro.
I mean, I think they know the ratings need to be worked, so they could bring up Undisputed. That's an option, but then NXT would be hurting because that's 4 of their superstars.
Yeah, but Triple H has the helm of NXT. NXT will
does.
survive.
And they just signed like a bunch of more people.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems.
I mean,
like
I get it. Like, Adam Cole is probably the biggest thing on NXT, but you can't keep him there forever.
Adam Cole's ready for the main.
Adam
roster.
Cole's ready, and they still have Ciampa on NXT.
Yes.
I think Ciampa's coming up very soon.
Yeah, he's so good. He was my favorite heel, my favorite champion of 2018. I would say.
Yeah.
He is fantastic. I mean, I think they're gonna inject. Maybe they're gonna do like they used to do. Remember, we were saying the other day where they should combine all the shows again.
That's what they need to do.
I
They
think
need to
that's-
get rid of the brand split.
I think that's what they're gonna do. I think that they're.
Now the question is, if they get rid of the brand split, are they going to keep the Universal title, or are they just going to get rid of Universal and it's going to be the WWE title?
I'm hoping they do WWE because Universal title never took off. It looks stupid.
Well, it can't take off when they put it on a guy that doesn't show up.
Exactly. This is the last year I think we see Brock with the championship around.
Has to be.
Has to be.
He won it. When did he win? He won
2
it
years
at,
ago.
No. When he got it back, when he beat Braun.
Oh,
what was that? What was-
November. No,
Yeah.
October.
And we haven't seen him since. He's
Mhm.
gonna be there Monday. Oh yeah, can't wait. But
It's having it on Brock is just silly. I'm just interested to see what happens. The one thing I think they're gearing up for, this is my opinion, I think they're doing an AJ versus Seth thing, because if you noticed on SmackDown, Vince is taking a liking to AJ, and he's trying to make AJ like this meanier.
Yep.
And then Triple H is doing the same thing to Seth, trying to bring that Seth out of him.
But I also think they're getting rid of the brand split too, because they're trying to find like the Becky Lynch and the Ronda thing.
Yeah.
I honestly agree with you. I think come Monday, fingers crossed, Vince comes out and says, we're all family, da-da-da. It's not fair for someone to be on this show, someone to be on this show. So from here on out, and then they introduce and all the SmackDown people come out.
I would like that. I think it's about time. I think that would be really
The brand
cool.
split has never worked. They've done it like 4 times, and they end up going back to a whole group, and then Vince comes out and says, "Oh, no." It doesn't work.
No, it never works. It's just because all the superstars get split and you're limited in stories.
Yeah.
But I'm super excited. I hope it's not BS. I've never remembered the ratings. 1, have never been this bad, and 2, they've never made it this public where it's like we're changing everything. And they also they threw away the heel authority thing. If you notice, it's like it's about you guys.
It's
They've
about
never
the
said
fans.
That. They never said that. Even during the Attitude Era, Vince
No.
never came out and said it's about you fans.
Which is crazy. Like that promo I watched with Triple H versus Seth.
Yes.
That was...
I think... See, I'm hoping, because the GM position is now open, I'm just sitting there praying and hoping that we hear the glass break and Austin's the GM.
Or... I don't know if he'll do it.
Who, The Rock?
No.
I was going to say he won't.
Can't wrestle, but he can manage.
Who?
Roman.
Roman would be cool. That would be really cool. That's true.
A way to get him back in the spotlight. He
Yeah.
can't wrestle, obviously, but he's still
In the spotlight.
he's still a figure in wrestling.
That would be cool if they utilized
But I'm not
Roman.
gonna lie, I'd love to see Roman. But if I hear that glass break,
Yeah, no, come on. If he comes out in that 4-wheeler again, be the coolest thing ever. I don't know, man. I've heard some things from Austin that make me go, maybe. Like, he's been hush-hush, so. I'm excited.
if Austin's hush hush, that's a good thing.
Yeah, it is. I'm excited about what's coming. Either way, even we're in the road to WrestleMania, so this is our most exciting time of the year. The next 4 months is going to be awesome. It only gets better, and the Rumble is going to be awesome. Like, even if it's a horrible Rumble, it'll be a great Rumble.
I don't think it's gonna be a bad Rumble.
No.
I think we're gonna see I think we're gonna see Undisputed. I think instead of just Adam Cole, I think you're gonna get all 3 or 4. I don't know if Riley is wrestling.
Oh, Roderick Strong?
Or Strong, that's
Yeah.
it. I don't know if
he's
he's...
good.
Is he wrestling?
Yeah, he's good.
Okay.
He's good, but they're all healthy, which is cool.
I think you're going to see Alistair, my boy. I will be wearing my Alistair Black shirt for the Rumble because I think this is the year you're going to see him enter the Rumble.
I think you're right. I'm excited either way. I think it's going to be a good... we're building to something new. If it's not, at least it's fresh. You know, with the thing that happened with Roman, his leukemia diagnosis, and things
Toughest.
shuffling.
Didn't think I'd ever find something tougher than when the Shield broke up,
No.
but that was...
That was brutal. But the good news is it seems like everything's going well. Seth talks to him every
Yep.
day, so he's getting there. I mean, he does appearances and stuff, so he's not
Yep,
too
he was
broken.
at Salute to the Troops.
Yes.
So that's why I wouldn't be surprised if his name was in there for GM.
Yeah, and he would only have to travel once
Yeah,
a week.
he
so.
wouldn't have to be there a lot.
Yeah. So I'm excited. That's really, we don't have a ton more on WWE, but we're just excited about what's coming to be. I'm super pumped.
Yep.
I think it's going to be exciting. I've never heard them talk the way they're talking, so that makes me...
I will tell you, if you're not a huge wrestling fan, but you tune in here and there, this is the time to start watching
Yes.
it. If come April you're not a fan, then give up on wrestling. But I'm telling you right
in
now,
life, because you're a horrible person.
from here until April, I don't even know.
4th.
I was gonna say 3rd. April 4th is like huge. Every episode of Raw, every episode of SmackDown, every episode of NXT is just insane because it's all leading up. All these storylines finally collide at WrestleMania.
Planting seeds and watching them grow.
Yep.
I can't
It's gonna be good.
It's gonna be awesome, and it's our 2-year anniversary
Yep.
at Rumble,
Yep.
so it's gonna be a good time.
I wish I had a GoPro for that first Rumble, people.
Bring my Jim Beam for that one.
He got so mad he was rooting against his favorite person.
Shouldn't have been number 30. Alright, but thank you so much. It's been a blast being back. We're gonna post this up on YouTube. It'll be up tonight, all edited and clean. Then I'll put some clips together. So we're excited. Playoffs are starting. Raw is changing, SmackDown's changing, so it's exciting. NBA's getting better, so we're getting actually into the thick of it. So the next few weeks is gonna be pretty awesome. So Thank you so much for listening in. Share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And we'll be back for the nerd one in a little bit. Alright. See you.